Water is the giver of life, yet at this river, life and death share the same edge. To drink, they must gamble everything. The crocodile is a prehistoric masterpiece of stealth, capable of slowing its heart rate to remain motionless and invisible in the shallowest ripples. The predator has clamped onto the wildebeest's head with absolute bone-crushing intensity. The crocodile initiates its most lethal tactic, the death roll. But the roll fails to break the spirit of this half-ton bull. To lose this struggle is to end a journey of 1,000 miles in the jaws of a monster. The crocodile changes rhythm, using its powerful tail to drag the heavy prey toward the deep, suffocating center of the channel. The herd watches from the safety of the bank, frozen by the plight of their fallen comrade. The wildebeest braces, furious and unbroken, thrusting back with all the force in its legs, because while it still stands, it still has power. With a sudden explosive burst of adrenaline, the wildebeest heaves itself upward, hooves finding purchase on the riverbed once again. But the predator's grip is unrelenting, and the wildebeest's energy is finally spent. The river claims its tax. The crocodile retreats into the shadows with its prize, while the survivors stand exhausted, bearing the mental scars of the water's edge. Thirst battles terror. Driven by an inescapable need, they inch forward, hesitant, trembling. They lower their heads to the life-giving current, but snatch them back at the slightest ripple, scanning the horizon, searching the shadows. Beneath the muddy surface, armored sentinels are already waiting. Ancient eyes observe the drinking herd, letting them grow comfortable. Each head dips low, each eye stays fixed on the water. They drink in silence, never fully trusting the calm. A solitary hunter glides closer, fixing its gaze. The trap springs in a sudden, violent burst of water. A single slip here means the end of a bloodline, and the herd scatters free. The armored kings are back into the dark current, daring anyone to step foot in their domain. They own this river. From the safety of the high banks, the survivors stand frozen, flanks heaving, testing the wind. They are still shaken by the violence at the water's edge. But the brutal African sun demands a tax. Life has its absolute priorities. To keep moving, they must eventually return to the water. They do not yet see the danger, but the river has already made its choice, and it will not miss twice. This time, the jaws find flesh. Both titans pulling violently toward their own domains. A shuddering, breathless stalemate. A momentary agonizing taste of freedom. Predator lunges, burying its teeth deep into the thick of the neck. It seems the river has finally won, but the wildebeest is furious. To yield even a single inch here is to face certain death. The tension wavers. The wildebeest braces unbroken, thrusting back with all the force in its legs, because while it still stands, it still has power. From the stillness beyond the struggle, another shape begins to move. The lone crocodile cannot break this immense resolve by itself. Backup has arrived. In a crushing double-sided assault, the bull thrashes with the immense frantic strength of a creature that knows its own mortality. He heaves his massive weight toward the bank, fighting against the relentless gravitational pull of the water. It is a battle of raw physics, the explosive power of the plains versus the cold, unyielding weight of the reptiles. The bull's legs finally buckle, his noble head sinking beneath the surface as he surrenders to the dark. On the bank, the herd watches in haunted silence, a collective witness to the brutal vacancy in their ranks. Flesh is torn, attracting the attention of even more shadows lurking beneath the reeds. Together, the predators drag the heavy carcass into the deep, their victory confirmed by a trail of rising bubbles. They will not drink here today. Driven by a hollow, desperate thirst, they turn their backs on the river to seek a different, safer horizon. The feast begins, and the river blossoms with a dark, iron-rich crimson that acts as a beacon for the hungry.